everybody, T-Flame back with another T-Flame Talks type video, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Beyblade, alright? So basically, growing up, one of the highlights of my childhood was Beyblade, right? So, if you didn't know what they are, they're spinning tops that essentially they come with a little launcher and you shoot them and then they spin for a certain amount of time. Each top is very different and depending on what parts it has, because the more tops you buy, you can interchange the pieces, if you didn't know, and make a one that's better. It incentivizes buying more products and putting them together to make the best one. And so at school, I remember I used to be into Bakugan, which is another thing, which is another story for another day. And then I showed up to play, but not a lot of people started playing. I saw people had this box and they started shooting these tops, and I'm like, what is that? And then they're like, it's Beyblade. I'm like, that's so cool. And then I wanted to get into it, right? So I started watching the TV show, and the TV show, you see this guy right here, that's the main character. His name is Jenga. He was the most, he's the main character, and it's like a very like child anime. So you see him, and essentially he's the main character, so I think he's the strongest, right? And so I asked my mom to take me to get one, and I get this Beyblade. Not this exact one. This one's imported from Japan. I had a nostalgia trip, so I bought one. So just because this actually wasn't that bad. This is like $14. This is I think this is the Japanese company right here, and then but this I think was imported to, I forget which country, because this is not Japanese right here, but I think I'm not sure which country this is, but I know this is not Japanese, but it's still made by a Japanese company. It was just imported somewhere else, and well, I imported it here, and so I got Storm Pegasus, right? Like, and I was thinking, this is the main character right there. I'll probably insert a clip of the main character doing whatever, and I'm like, look at him, he's so cool. Look at the Beyblade, look at the everything. This has to be the best one, right? Wrong. This Beyblade sucks. I mean, no. Like, let me be honest. Storm Pegasus it was really good if you had a specific kind of stadium. Like, stadiums were like hunks of plastic that were curved a specific way. Like, they would have it would be like a very like curved bottom, and like they would have a point in the middle. So essentially Beyblades could go around and eventually make it to the bottom. If it's flat, they don't really like perform as well. But when it's in the bottom, it makes them go in a circular motion and whatever. And so Storm Pegasus, the main character one, will be good in that. But when we're kids outside in recess, we're playing on a slide or some box we stole from the cafeteria. We don't have these hunks of plastic, or at least kids weren't bringing the actual things to the playground, because these are easy to carry. As you can see when I take it out, it's like smaller than this. You put it in your pocket and you bring it to school. And so kids, I was just thinking, I'm gonna buy the main character one, I'll be good. And then I bought it, and then it didn't really do that well. Okay, my second one I got, I think, was like a Dark Bull or something, and that one was a lot better. But so that was like disappointment. But I bought this for nostalgia purposes, so let's get into it. I'm gonna show you what I had this one, but then I lost some of the pieces, so I decided might as well just get a new one just for like nostalgia purposes. So let's get into it. I'm gonna show you what this looks like in review of the box. As you can see, it's the Pegasus. I know, boy thing, even though like I don't know if like, because you know toys are so like boy girl, and seeing like a Pegasus be like a main boy toy is kind of like, I don't know, revolutionary for a time. They actually kind of have some English in there. I didn't see that. But it also has recommended combination. This was exclusive to Japanese ones. The Hasbro ones didn't look like this. The one I had was a little bit more plasticky. I'll put a picture in of what the one I had, what the packaging looked like. This is the same thing. It's just by a different, kind of the same company, kind of not. But anyway, yeah, I'll get into this. And it comes with a special launcher. Normally they come with like ripcord ones. This one, because Japan loves giving cool things, they gave a string launcher, which was better. But anyway, let's get into this. Alrighty, here it is. The nostalgia is insane. Oh my god, it feels so. These things used to be a lot bigger than me. Obviously, I was smaller when I had them. But not only that, these stickers right here are different. But oh my god, these stickers are not. These stickers are for kids. Because, like, you see that tiny little sticker that's supposed to be the eye of the Pegasus? It was hard to get that on because I had, like, Compare that tiny little red sticker to my finger. I have big meaty fingers. Okay, that was hard. But these stickers right here were a little different because I know that they were lightening a little bit when in my original one, but it's everything else is the same. But it's so cool, and like just having this experience. I think this was the same, but it's just, oh my god, having like my first ever top again in my hand, just holding it. It feels nostalgic. Man, but back to the story. So this thing, the reason why it's so bad is because the tip right here, a lot of times, as you can see, there's plastic with metal, but a lot of times this bottom part would be made out of plastic, and that plastic was pretty good because it reduced friction to the other, like the bottom, the surface, because Beyblade's all about friction. Whatever the top touches, the friction that it creates when it's on the bottom, it impacts how it like battles or whatever. So the RF creates a lot of friction, which gives it a lot of this Beyblade moves really fast, but the problem is that because of all of that, it loses stamina. Stamina is the amount of time it can spin. It loses that really fast. So when you're not in a situation where it's like in like an actual like stadium where you can like hit someone out, when you're like in the outdoors, a lot of times when I was younger playing on a slide, this thing was not good. But it's cool that it came with like this thing. And I never had one of these. Well, I had like I think a bootleg one, but growing up, these you could only really get something like these when you imported stuff from Japan. And you know, as Beyblade went on, a lot of times you realize the cooler stuff would come out in Japan, because we got Beyblade I think 2 years after it came out in Japan, so they were already ahead. So they had like a bunch of like better stuff. So like kids started figuring that out. I started finding it out, but I was like, I'm just buy stuff in America. I'll wait till it comes out here. But not only that, in Japan, because that's where Beyblade is from, they had a lot of stuff you couldn't get here, aka this. They had this in America, but you had to buy it separately and it was hard to get. But so it came with a normal rip cord thing, which is like a little launcher. You put a cord in it and you take it. I should have had one. I'll go grab one. I got one. So here's an example of one where it's like, this is the one that would always come with in the America, and it'd be like this. And you take it, and you would like put the Beyblade right here, and you would like go like 3, 2, 1, let it rip. I would give you a demonstration. I might include one, but might not, because it's late when I'm recording this. I just got off work. It's been a long day, so I don't want to make a lot of noise right now. But anyway, so this is a launcher we normally come with. These are okay, but the thing is, I need to straighten these out, but I never really straightened them out, because if you do it like angled, sometimes it'll get stuck in there, and that sucks. I can't tell you how many I lost because I got this thing stuck because I didn't straighten it out, because it comes in a package like that. So essentially you gotta like straighten it out for the best performance. And not only that, I haven't touched these in years, so I mean, these naturally bent over time. But anyway, in Japan, this one is like better because look at how long this is. See how long that is compared to how long this is. Like, that matters. That makes a huge difference. Because this is longer, this is gonna mean when I like launch, like when I go like that, the Beyblade's gonna get more spin. So this is gonna be stronger. Well, not with this Beyblade, it's not gonna make that much of a difference because, like, I mean, it's not good, but it sucks. Like, Storm Pegasus is bad when I was growing up, but I feel like if like people knew, but you gotta keep in mind, your kids aren't gonna pay attention to how like intricacies and everything. I can explain to you now because like I understand like the science behind the kid's toy, but I understand more of it now than I used to when I was younger. But yeah, I think a lot of kids got this one because it was like the main character's one. And you know, when you're a kid and you see the main character have one, you think, I want this one. When you see a superhero, when you see Spider-Man, you want to get Spider-Man stuff because Spider-Man's cool. So when you get something and it's not as good, you'd be like, what? So a lot of kids just bought a bunch of different ones. But that's the thing about Beyblade, you would see a bunch of them in the store, and you'd be able to buy whichever ones and put things together. A lot of people just came up with their own ones, and then made it like a lot of people just came up with their own ones, and then like that was cool because like everyone had a unique one. But then there were certain Beyblades that, as we learned, were better than others. An example of one of those was Earth Eagle. Now, yes, I went on a nostalgia trip and I bought multiple childhood toys, but I never owned one of these. Okay, I actually just got one from a friend when I was younger. I had one, but it was got one from a friend, but I never actually bought one. But this is going to be for another video. Stay tuned. And then not only that, something else that's coming soon. I'm probably going to have the links in the description so you could choose which one you want to watch next. Pegasus, the one that sucked, also had something that it had an upgrade. The upgrade you think would be better, which was this one. Which, these are all Japanese because they were cheaper. You can't buy the Hasbro ones that I had. They're like very expensive. These were like $10-12 each one. So, plus free shipping surprisingly. But this one is the upgraded version of, I'll just put the box, Pegasus. This was the upgraded version, and you would think this one was better. Was it really? Find out in the next video, where we have the best Beyblade I had as a kid for a certain amount of time, and the upgraded version of the worst Beyblade I had. So if you want more story times, or you're looking forward to certain story times like that, subscribe, click on the bell icon, and let you know when I upload. I plan to have those videos up pretty soon. I actually might record them right now. But anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video. We're gonna have more videos like these. I know this is different, but kind of like the sword video, which I actually recorded earlier today before I went to work. We're gonna have more like talking videos like this. Also, follow me on TikTok. I'm gonna do more TikTok videos. I have a lot of TikTok videos. So if you want more T-Flame, like extra T-Flame content, click on my link in the description for my TikTok. Love y'all. Peace.